Hi, beautiful people. Good morning. Hey, this is your girl, Helen Mavida Loker. And this time around, I'm taking business serious. Yes, we're taking this serious. And I had to get ready to look in a video that you guys know. The previous video came out of inspiration, and I was just in my office space and I just put out something there. So the outcome of the video, I liked it. I liked the engagement. A few of my friends DM'd me and they're like, "Hey, Helen, I think we should do more of this. This has been just," and the testament of a lot of women, a lot of beautiful, super women in my Instagram community kind of agreed with what I said. I think it kind of resonates with them because, hey, my previous video was done out of context. It wasn't something that I prepared for. I was just in my office space and the thoughts came up and I just put my phone and I did that recording. And I've always wanted to do talks, podcasts, so me and procrastination were nuts. At the end of the day, when that came up and then I saw the turnover, I saw the response from beautiful friends, super women. I needed this. You're right. Yes, we're super mom. We don't know how we do it. All those comments made me feel like, oh, this message I put out there is very powerful. And I thought, let me come prepared. Let me just build on that topic and then we begin to enhance and see to different topics, and I'll probably then one day come up on my podcast show. So this is the route I am taking, and I hope that you guys will ride with me. So this is just me ranting, talking, inspiring who needs to be inspired, and building ourselves together. I want to have a community whereby I think that I've been through a lot in life. So at the end of the day, I feel like there's a lot of people who have the same similar story with me. And for me, using my platform to just talk about it, I think it's going to empower a lot of people and just to identify with people and they can be able to say, hey, I'm glad I'm not like this. I just want to put my story out there in form of inspiration to people, and we'll take it up there. What do y'all think? So another thing, my people, just notice that I'm a typical Niger girl. I was born and bred in Niger, Surulere, Yaba. I went to my high school was in Surulere, and then I went to Unilag for like 2 years before I came to the US. So I've been in Egbegada, Adeyi. So I'm an all-rounder Lagos babe. So majority of my friends, I'm Igbo. I'm from Delta State, and I speak more Yoruba than my dialect. I understand my dialect, I speak, but I think when I moved in here, I didn't have a lot of people that I had to speak with. So in my house, we speak Yoruba all the time. My dad speaks Yoruba. My dad's Yoruba name is Babatunde. My Yoruba name, I'll leave you guys to guess. Okay, so my Yoruba name is Bosse Day, and that's only because they said I was giving birth to on a Sunday or something, whatever it is. So that's my Yoruba name, Bosse Day. Anyways, I want to align myself with people that have the same kind of goal with me or lifestyle or something. I haven't really been doing too much, but I feel like this is the time because guess what? I'm going to be 40 in another year or in another 2 years, whatever. But it's been dwelling on me. Like, 40 is here. What are you? So it's just a moment for me to just think and re-strategize. If I have to align myself, build great connection, network with people, I just want to be my V there. So this week, I want us to talk about rest. Rest is something that is very underrated amongst women. We work so much that we do not rest. Honestly speaking, I am big on that because I just started turning things down in the house. I want to rest. I need this in my head. I need my sanity. Thinking of what to cook for the family alone is stressful. Do you guys agree with me? Yeah, so you guys agree with me, right? So as mothers, we often, or it's very easy for us to get lost in mothering, in doing the activities of a mother. And honestly speaking, not even just women generally. We think of people we want to help. We think of family. Someone is calling you from Nigeria. Hey, do you understand? Do you see what's going on here? women generally are factored to care and cater for people. It's not always financially or your immediate family. Being a woman is enough to even stress you as a woman. Being a woman is enough to stress you as a woman. And I say that to say because we are lost in this mothering that we forget about ourselves. We forget about ourselves so much. And yes, there are challenges. The challenges are super real, raising kids, juggling responsibilities, and handling life balls at the end of the day. But we have to consciously remind ourselves that there is time for everything. There is season and time for everything. Let me share you a little story. I grew up knowing my mom. She was a customs and immigration officer. She works 9 to 5 all her life. She retired after serving Nigerian immigration service for 30 years. So she retired. And prior to that, I knew that this woman was super strong with everything that she single handedly raised me and my other siblings while she was doing a 9 to 5. Right. So she did 90% of the parenting on her own. She was a strong woman, but I also remember that being strong, the stress she went through, being unhappy in her marriage, the stress in her personal life entirely affected her health. I remember that every night my mom had to pop some blood pressure medicine so that she can sleep and be able to go to work the next day. And at the end of the day, she suffered hypertension and which led to stroke. My mom passed after suffering for stroke for a year. So let's say for a year. And the irony of this is that my dad suffered stroke in 2007. My mom took care of him while that was happening. My mom had her own share of stroke and she couldn't make it in just barely 1 year. The irony of it is that my dad, who suffered stroke in 2007, is still alive, thriving. He is still alive. My dad is still alive, but he had stroke first 2 years before my mom. My mom had stroke only 1 year and she couldn't survive it just because of her underlying issues or marital issues. Family. My mom practically raised most of her siblings too. So it was a lot on her shoulder and she was carrying this all by herself at the detriment of her health. I That pained me so much because she was nowhere for me when I needed her the most. And what am I trying to say? This story taught me something very powerful. And as mothers, young women that are aspiring to be mothers tomorrow, I want us to prioritize yourself, our mental health. Thank God for the visibility of mental health these days. Your mental health should be paramount to you. At the end of the day, our happiness, our health, and our peace of mind is all in our hands. So we have to ensure that we prioritize our well-being. Don't let stress consume you. Take care of yourselves because your well-being is the foundation of your family's well-being. And that brings me to something that we often overlook, which is rest. Please, ladies and gentle ladies, not to say ladies and ladies, women, girls, please, effort trying to make ends meet. But rest is not, it is not a reward, but it's part of the process. Please, we live in a world where it feels like we have to constantly be on the move to prove that we are working just to an empty cup. If you're exhausted, when you don't have energy, you don't have anything to give out, we can't pour from an empty cup. That is why I'm just like, this year I want us to prioritize our well-being. Rest, ìsinmi, ìfọkànbalẹ̀. I don't know who this is going to help, but I just want us to just prioritize that in our life as women who have kids that look up to them. The painful thing is you don't want to get carried away in things of life like this. You don't want to swallow yourself and get buried into all of this wahala and forgetting that your children need you more. They need you to be alive. It's not about now. It's not about what we're doing now. It's about tomorrow. I know what I went through. 22 years old of my life, I lost my mother. I was living with my mom, not with my mom and my dad. I was raised by single parent. They were still married, but so I was raised, so I didn't have any relationship with my dad. So I was left to figure out my life. And I'm thankful. I'm super thankful for where I am. What am I trying to say? This woman sacrificed herself and she died because of the sacrifices she made for the family, forgetting to take care of herself. And that is why I am evangelizing today to women out there to please prioritize your well-being. You don't want to not be there when your children need you the most. That is my greatest fear as a mother. My greatest fear is ọjọ́ tí ọmọ tó máa need me kó má wá rí mi. That's my greatest fear, and I'm praying to God that is not any of our portion. That is not going to happen to any one of us. So let us please prioritize our well-being. Whatever it is that you're doing today, you guys are doing great. Remember, small wins, they add up, like I said in my previous video. So please let us take this in. And I rushed everything, but we'll be talking about that later. But I just want us to just know that you guys are doing great. You guys are doing amazing things. Even if it doesn't look like it right now, please continue to show up. Like I said, what matters is your state of mind, your well-being. Please prioritize that. And every morning, I want us to tell ourselves, you look at yourself in the mirror. When you're brushing your teeth, if you work from home, you gotta brush your teeth before you jump in, right? So as you're brushing your teeth, just tell yourself, today is going to be a good day. Excuse me, today is going to be a good day. Positivity attracts positivity. So let's embrace positivity together this year. If you have any strategy, any information, or anything that you want me to talk about, I'm really trying to not spend more time talking on this video because I'm just starting. I'm trying to see how the timing works and all of that. I don't know if I want to go to YouTube, but this is just basically just to put myself out there for you guys to let's learn together, let's motivate ourselves together, and let's grow together. This is a year that we have to have the right alignment in our lives. Whatever is not working, let's take it out. Let's focus on the one that's going to work. Okay, children need you to be more alive, healthy for them. So just keep that in mind, and you just drop in the comment section if you're going to be doing anything great this week. Just put it in the comment section. Tag any mama who needs to hear this. Please share this word. It's going to be fun on this page. Please bear with me as I evolve. It's going to be better and better every day. Thank you all for staying tuned in. I really appreciate you. Please, whatever you feel, drop your comments, your likes, and everything, and please share this video. Thank you.